Viresh bhai, can I request you to keep your camera and mic on?
Hi, namaskar.
Namaskar, Viresh bhai. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, a very warm welcome to this lovely evening today, this lovely webinar today. I am Rajesh Kumar Singh, the Director and CEO of International College of Financial Planning. We are, so ICOFP, the group that I belong to. So ICOFP belongs to Bajaj Capital Group, one of the best known wealth management companies for the last 58 years in the country. And we have been the pioneers of financial planning education in the country. This program CFP was brought to India by us. So that's where we kind of bring our speciality in. So that's about that's a short, sweet intro of me and my company. Kanhaiya, I can see somebody writing. They can't hear my voice. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Perfect. So then please reply in that there are certain issues with his side. Okay, so that's a brief about the company, the institution that I look after, I head. Today, I am extremely honored. I'm extremely happy. So as you know, we keep doing a lot of talks, a lot of webinars, to bring a lot of information regarding the financial planning, the financial advisory career, businesses, curriculum, a lot of other stuff. So you have seen experts coming here at ICOFP, and today I have a name which does not need an introduction per se, but still I am taking the liberty, Viresh bhai, to kind of talk a bit about you. I know I can talk a bit about you only. The rest all you have your own credibility. So guys, we have the guest today, the speaker today here, Mr. Viresh Patel. So Viresh bhai is the founder, CEO of a financial advisory firm called Financial North. And he has been running this firm for more than 15 years now. What is very unique about his business or his model is, so there are not many things that are very unique about. What is the first thing that is very unique about is he happens to be a fee-only financial planner. So at a time where 95 or 98% of the financial advisors go with the belief that commission is the best route, he has created a kind of a business model in a very different way. His practice is very different. So his practice is more to the tune of meeting the client's need and that way. Secondly, he has been working with probably some of the topmost corporates like TCS, Cipla, KPMG. He has been doing the financial planning, the sessions, the advisory, everything for their employees, their clients, and everybody. So that way, Viresh bhai brings years and years of experience. Other than being a CFP, he has lot many other certifications like NISM, the Life Institute certification, the Network FP membership, and lot many other things. So that's what, if I go on, probably I will spend another 10 minutes talking about it. So we have that distinguished person today talking more about the topic, as you know, is about a practice setup. So as a financial advisor or as an aspiring financial advisor, somebody who wants to get into this business, a couple of things that probably you need to answer first is, what is your path to the business? How are you going to set up your practice? And if you are already into your business, then how are you going to manage your practice better? What is the way to make your practice more effective? So that's what we are going to hear from somebody who has done it with himself, who has implemented it, not only for himself, but he has handheld, he has mentored many financial planners to set up their businesses and make their practice successful. So that's about it. Just two more things, gentlemen. One, we have deliberately kept all of you on mute so that the communication when Viresh bhai speaks is very clear, but it doesn't restrict you from asking questions. You can always raise your hands in the Zoom panel and my team will allow you to unmute one by one. You can ask questions at the end. And the webinar today, the talk today will be in two parts. The first part is where Viresh Bhai will be speaking, talking to you. Then he will answer your question and answer. The second part is where I come back again and I will be talking a bit about the CFP program. I'll tell you about the curriculum, the course flow, structure, etc. So that's about it. That's the format of the day. And with that, I'm extremely, again, very happy, very honored, Viresh Bhai, that you are here today. Over to you.
Sir, you are on mute. Viresh sir, you are on mute.
Okay, so sorry. Guru Devo Namaha. So, Rajesh ji, thank you. You have been kind enough to share good words about me. I am yet learning a lot from people within the industry. So, thank you. So, I would also like to thank the whole team and glad that this is led and started with Kanaya, which is the Sarthi for the whole program and the CFP industry, right? So, thank you, Kanaya, to lead this and make this so superb. And thank you, each one of you, for attending this, because only with your focus and vigor to know something to start is where the start happens. So thank you, each one of you, for attending this session. I hope you can see the screen.
We can, Viresh Bhai, but if you can put it in the slideshow mode,
Sure,
it will become bigger. Yeah.
Now is it perfect?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So today I am going to start on practice kickstart and management. And by practice kickstart, um, I have divided this into just two-step approach to keep it very, very simple and crisp, because practice is itself a journey, but I have divided this into two simple steps. Let me start with one important thing, which is this next 1 hour, which is allotted to me, will be a time well invested only for ones who are thinking to start, own, and run financial planning practice, or already into starting, running, and owning a financial planning practice. And we within the community, we keep sharing each other's mistakes to learn and grow together. So this is one important thing. Now, what is CFP? I will just start for the people who are thinking to start and aspire to start on this. So CFP is, in very simple and normal terms, on the left side, there is this medicines available, and on the right side there is a patient who has some illness. The CFP is the practicing advisory doctor who connects both of this, something which is available in the market, something where the aspiration as the challenge is. Understanding both of this and connecting this together is what a CFP does. And in simple terms, we say suitability. दवाई है, पेशेंट या इन्वेस्टर है, इन दोनों की suitability को connect करना है, is what a family general practitioner does in medical terms, is what we as financial planners do in financial terms. So just to start with a simple understanding. Now there is two assurance even before I start that this is going to empower you to move forward thoughtfully, sharper and faster. And second thing is I have a very small thing, failure stories to share, with which I think probably in 35 minutes I will end, so that there is 25 minutes about question Q&A. And I think question and answer is much more required than the PPT kind of thing. I'm going to start with 5 basic disclaimers. There is no technical or financial plan preparation talks here, because I think educational institutes and coaches are best placed to help you learn and gain those technical knowledge. I'm not going to talk on any regulatory talks because it will probably require another separate session itself. Third thing is, as I said, practice is a journey by itself, but I have evolved through practices and failures that there are two large things. One is macro and one is micro. Micro is a journey, macro always remains stable. So I am going to today share only on macros. Micro is something which you will keep evolving by yourself, depending upon the time you have, the professional stage you are, and your own personality style. There is no success story talks. I don't like to share any success stories. Probably I will talk more on failures. And last but not the least, a truthful, honest uh, acceptance that even after 16 years, which Rajesh ji said, I'm still struggling in the industry to grow. And struggling in what sense? I don't want to start with a rosy picture. Struggling with what sense? Struggling in income inconsistency. So income inconsistency is something which I am still struggling. किसी महीने में 10 clients आते हैं, किसी महीने में एक भी नहीं आता. Retention again is always a challenge. International retention standard is 92 plus. For me, my standard is 72%, which is again keeping inconsistency of income as a very big challenge. Again, as I said, client retention, again, that's a challenge. So 72% is my client retention currently. There is a long-term lack of team. And let me tell you, you cannot grow by yourself. You need a superb team who walks, talks, and things like you and with you. That is more of a challenge for me because I work in a fixed fee only model and not AU or AUM model. I think that is one reason why I have this challenge where long-term team is a challenge. The another challenge with the whole industry today is that there is ever-changing regulations and situations. We are probably into one profession where multiple regulatories come into place like SEBI, MFA, IRDA, RBI, ROC. So many regulatory authorities come into play, and even one single regulatory authority changes something, the whole system may impact and may need a change. At the same time, there is client behavior and client need change, which is a total on a daily basis. There is a new experience that even today I am learning. The another important part to share is that there is no tried and tested business model to follow, and there is not too much practice available. Uh, Even today, there are about 2050 certified financial planners, and less than 50% are practicing today. So the industry, matlab, we cannot even say there is an industry. We can say the baby is still starting to crawl. So we don't have a tried and tested business model or an industry model. So these are the challenges. Now, before I share the two aspects into practice startup and management, I will just share the background, why and how I started with this. Just hold on, please. I will have to reshare this. Are you? So this is a short story of my background. So this was not to boost myself, but just to share that practice is a journey of self-search. And only once we self-search ourselves, you can practice better, better, and better. So I am currently prospering, earning, but not only working for money, which was a question mark in my life at one point of time. And today, earning peacefully, working peacefully with one principle that I want to grow. At the same time, I want to help others grow. That's one principle that I have carried from my forefathers. And now directing money with a purposeful life every moment. So you can see there's a whole journey of 360-degree change from directionless to purposeful driven life every moment. Now coming back to two steps. So can each one of us write the future value formula on the chat box? Future value formula on the chat box. What is formula of future value? To find future value. Can anyone write that? Hello.
Audience, please go on. We are not going to judge you on that. It's more of, so I can see answers coming with it.
Yeah, super. So this was nothing to check whether listening to me, people have not slept. Don't worry. Yes. So normally when I attend the session, when I meet new CFP or aspirant CFPs, I am going to address very, very basic and common questions which people generally ask me or fellow friends generally ask me. So what stops is these questions, no experience. I don't have any experience. There is no certification, or what certification do I need to have? Why would clients pay me? These are very, very basic things even before thinking on starting of practice. Where will I get clients from and how to start? So I'm going to address these questions in very simple format. And the responses to these questions have come from, I'm sure you have seen that I have changed 3 businesses and business models. And in 16 years of financial services, all of failure journey has given me those answers to those questions. So I have divided this into 2 parts, pre-practice start and post-practice start. So pre-practice starts only requires these 4 aspects. Trust me, nothing else. As I said, I'm going to share on the macro aspect, and micro aspect is a journey by itself, self-search journey. So macro aspect it requires only 4 aspects. One is mindset, and mindset only need to have one thing tied up in our mind, that whatever unknown comes, I will fight and overcome. See, I'm sure a lot of people in this webinar like cricket, for example. Next ball, what is going to come, we don't know. But we know that we have that bat in hand and we know that I'm going to hit the sixer. That's the only approach that is required, the mindset of hitting the sixer. Nothing else is required because practice has its own challenges. But if you have that mindset that I will fight it over and overcome, I think that's the first thing that one needs to start and work on. Trust me, I have literally wasted about 4 years to set that mindset right. The second approach is, second aspect is approach. So what should be the approach is always the question. Should I start with wealth management? Should I take a mutual fund approach? Should I take only planning approach? Should I register with SEBI as an RIA? Should I call myself as an MFD? I think nothing doing. You choose anything. You choose anything. One thing is only required, which is solution oriented approach. The path to solution orientation could be wealth management, could be mutual fund, could be financial planning. or it could be a sum of all of this. But just decide what approach you are going to start with. Don't think what is going to be the end. Start with something which you have expertise on and which you like, and which you can immediately start with. So have this mindset of solution orientation and start with any of the paths which you like and you can immediately start with. Don't waste time on thinking and being perfect on the path to approach. So please ensure that you start with some solution mind approach. The third thing which the question always comes is kya certification lo. So once you are ready with your approach, if you are ready with your approach, for example, say financial planning, then you need to have a certification of CFP. Ideally, if your approach is wealth management, probably you need CWM or portfolio management, some course. So only the certification clarity will only come once your approach is clear, which approach you want to start with. Not take it forward, but start with, I'm saying. Okay, you may take it forward to the next level of approach, but start with is the first thing you need to decide. Like I always ask this question to all the people who call me and come back to me, आपको portfolio management start करना है या आपको financial planning start करना है? These are two totally different aspects even in personal finance, and this requires different certification and different personal skills. So please ensure that you are clear with this approach, and then you take the one certification to kickstart and say, I have this certification and I'm going to start with this. Once you have A, B, and C in place, just kickstart, just start. Don't think on anything else. मेरे पास सॉफ्टवेयर क्या होगा, don't think on anything else. Just kickstart it. Just kickstart. एक friend, एक first client, society member, family member, just start with something else. Like how I started, I give free financial plans, sample plans for 8 months, free financial sample plans in 2011-12. एक साल तक मैंने कोई भी चार्ज नहीं किया. I stopped all my income, but I gave these free financial plans for full 1 year because I had to self-search a lot of things and I didn't had anyone to handle and guide me at that point of time. So this is how I started, but just kickstart whatever way you have decided with A, B, and C. With this pre aspect, the second aspect very important is the post aspect to it, which is once you have started, have these four things very clear in your mind and tie this up in your mind very steadfastly, which is client only, client first approach, truthfulness, loyalty, honesty for the client, to the client. Trust me, I have made mistakes with few of the clients. I have called them up. I have said, sir, ये गलती हो गई है. But the clients have appreciated that at least I have called them up and accepted that this mistake has happened. With the same breath, I have told them that I will ensure that this will not happen. And at the same time, I am taking the responsibility to correct it. But that loyalty, that truthfulness, that client first approach is only going to help you take forward your approach, whatever approach it is, whatever certifications you have, whatever way you have started. With the client first approach, your first clients will become your ambassadors. Trust me, they will become your ambassadors. And let me share with you, I don't have any marketing plan. I have never done any social media marketing. I have got all my clients in this 9 years through only mouth to mouth publicity, client references. So that's the way I have taken this whole business. And client first, truthfulness and honesty is the only way I know. So whatever approach, just start with this once you have started this. Second is one mistake that I have done. I have tried and tested myself and my journey for about 7 years. For the first time in 2020 Jan is when I have started onboarding team. So 7 years I have worked all by myself. Probably I could have started with the team earlier. So I would say एक या दो I maybe just a person to pick up and give forms, maybe one person to pick up the calls and answer. So start having team as early as possible. 6 महीना, 1 साल, 1.5 साल, you choose your time period, but start having team as early as possible. If you are starting financial planning, we have 11 to 10 different departments, and if you are handle one person who are going to handle that 11 to 10 departments, trust me, you are not going to grow fast, which is what I have realized in 7 years. So please onboard, start working with team as early as possible. Third thing is, we are professionals, and if you google profession का मतलब ये होता है कि that you have a continuous learning mindset. So please ensure that you are continuously learning, either quarterly one learning program, or annually, or monthly, or half yearly. You give 30 minutes to read a book, or 30 hours to do a course in 6 months, but have that mindset. And why do we need to do that? Because as financial planners, we take care of so many asset classes and so many regulations and so many different people and government policies. Unless and until we don't keep our mind active on learning and upgrading ourselves, even if you know that thing, you are mastering at that thing, at least attend one course or one session, so that you get that self searching confidence that yes, Viresh, you are good in this. Okay, so continuous learning is something which you keep once you start your practice. And fourth thing, which is again very, very important, you may pick this fourth aspect in your pre-session, pre-start as well, which is have some growth benchmarks. I will have this number of clients, I will have this number of AUM, I will have this number of SIPs, or I will have this number of um, team size. Have some numbers attached to your growth, some one number goal, and then divide that into specific, measurable, attainable, and always keep a track of those goals. Visit those numbers and those goals at least quarterly once, because only once you keep a track of it, you will be probably able to identify what next. Because as I said, there are even 11 different departments. It is very easy to give go and defocus. तो आपको focus में रखने के लिए this measurement and revisiting is very, very important. One important aspect which I want to share is that once you are ready with this, continuous learning would be better and good to do this with some team member, or some colleagues, or some uh, community members, or some family members. Share these goals and these numbers with them regularly. uh, that person should be truthful, your near and dear ones, and you give them the authority to question you. Trust me, mentor or practice coach is something which in our industry is very, very rare. And I think in most of the practicing industries, there are always mentors. Like even within CFP, there is this mentorship that has recently started, and with all an internship that is compulsory now, and uh, with a CA practice or lawyer practice, there is always internship and articleship that is available. So you always have a mentor available, mentor company person available. Please start in financial planning practice, a practice coach or a practice mentor, and share your goals, your way of growth, way of working, and give them the authority to challenge you, to question you. This is one thing which will always question yourself, because agar I am the entrepreneur, there is no one to question me. There is a positive side to it. That same thing is negative side. There is no one to question me. Okay, so it is very easy to get lost in while you are working on your growth path. So with this two simple pre and post, the initial questions, I have no experience, will then convert into combined experience. Once you have a coach, once you have a team member, once you have a friend, you have now started with a combined experience of probably 10, 25 or 30, 35 years. So no experience को immediately combined experience में convert कर सकते हैं. The second question that always comes is no certification. So have one certification aligned to your approach, solution based approach. And once you have that certification with your team member, partner, collaborative approach, you will have a combined learning experience. And with a simple LUH, which is the acronym which I always share, which is learn, understand, and handle. This is a process which every practitioner needs to do, every professional needs to do. Keep learning, keep understanding, keep handling. Once you find some gaps in handling, again go back to learning, keep understanding, keep handling. This will always help you up your certification level. And when you are starting, this will give you an combined certification experience. So this will again solve your question mark on kya certification and to what level of certification. The third question is, why would clients pay me? Trust me, I have done all the self-searching for 3, 4 years. And then I have understood that value is something which clients will always pay. Whatever profession, whatever product or service you are selling. एक value के लिए कितना भी client pay करने को तैयार है. Sorry, but I am not of a incongruence with lot of financial planners or people in the industry who are saying clients are not ready to pay. I think if there is value, everyone is ready to pay. And trust me, clients are aware and knowledgeable enough. अगर 10 रुपए का या 1 किलो बटाटा भी लेने जा रहे हैं, so they know what is the value they need to pay. For the quality, they will only pay that 1 or 2 or 5 rupees plus or minus. So clients are aware. Only thing is how good are we to put the value proposition in front of them. So clients will definitely pay. Only thing is you need to know your value proposition. Where will I get client from? I have always said that be among the problem area and you have your client, next client within just about social distancing distance with you. 6 फीट में आपको क्लाइंट मिल जाएगा अगर आप प्रॉब्लम एरिया के इर्द गिर्द हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if someone is saying I am not able to pay my fees, or I don't know whether I will be able to pay fees for my child or not, for his education or her education, there is a problem. You are a financial planner, you may just say, can I help you in clarifying this question? And you have a probable client with you. So be around the problem area. You have your next client available within the social distancing uh, area. The next and the very important thing, question which I self-searched for about 3 to 4 years, which is when to start. I would say with this two-step approach, pre and post, start immediately. Don't ever think of it, because as I said, micro is always a self-search journey. If you are ready with the pre and post aspect to the startup, then start immediately. Don't think of anything else. आपने जो approach decide कर लिया है, maybe wealth management, financial planning, tax optimization, financial planning, investment advisory, registering with SEBI, mutual fund approach, insurance approach, whatever way you have thought of, just start with it. So these are 5 basic questions which generally people come to me and have queries on. And these are 5 questions on which generally practitioners waste their time into starting their practice. So if you are steadfast on starting your practice, please ensure that you are taking this, and I request ICOF to share this presentation with each and every attendant so that they can just keep referring this. After such session, lot of queries come back to me. After the session, I am available if you have practice challenges. So I am anytime available to help you start and be in the right path and direction. So but just one last point. So with the collaborative approach and team teaching, as I said, start with a collaborative approach and keep learning within the team. I think I have taken about 7 years to self-search myself and say now is the time when I need team. Your practice should uh, be in a growth stage or be in a break-even stage within 3 years with this simple approach. Okay, of course, micros will still be a challenge because that is something which is time, stage, certification, approach, and personality style. But you should be in a growth stage, in a stable stage, break-even stage, much earlier than I am today. So with you just ensure that you have a collaborative approach and team teaching. Like just last month, someone called me after a similar session, and that person had 19 years of experience in insurance industry. I just told him, asked him, do you have a friend who is into mutual fund industry? He said, Viresh, I know so many people. And I just told him, why don't you talk to him on financial planning? He wanted to start his own financial practice, planning practice. And just last month, he called me up and said, Viresh, we have formed a partnership firm. And by December, we should be starting our own financial planning practice. And I took this first session on practice startup, the same session about 3 months back. So he was an attendant 3 months back, and by December he should be having his own practice. So this is what I want to ensure, that post this session, if I can push, if I can start, if I can be that one grass for you to hold upon and start your practice with a collaborative and team teaching approach, I think this time will be a well invested for ICOFP and me. The last statement is that a bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of branch breaking because her trust is not on the branch but on her own wings. Thank you. I'm open for questions.
That was lovely, lovely, Viresh bhai. So,
So nice of you. Thank you.
Kanhaiya, I can see Bhavana Vasist has raised hand in the Zoom panel. You can allow her to unmute. Other participants as well, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands in the Zoom panel, and my team will allow you to unmute and talk to Viresh bhai one-on-one.
Sure, sir. Bhavna ji, you can unmute. Yeah, please.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Sorry, I'm interrupting participants. If I can request you to switch on your cameras while you are asking, while you are talking to Viresh bhai, that will help.
Yes, please.
So I just wanted to know, like, if I want to be a financial advisor in future, so is it compulsory? Like, will it be great if I'll join a voice process in the starting, like as a fresher?
Which process?
So voice process.
Voice process.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what is that.
So it's like a calling job.
Acha, okay. So,
Yes, sir.
so it's a sales call job, right? You are saying,
Yes, sir.
or maybe marketing job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So it depends upon
So,
your personality
like
size,
the
Sneha.
okay, so the profile is process executive. So
Hmm.
executive, like the person basically deals with the business management.
Correct. I got it. So
Yes,
Sneha,
sir.
if you want to start your advisory, I would say stick to your area of liking, which is
Okay.
handling clients and advising clients. Okay. So you join if you are thinking to start your own financial planning practice, you can do any role, but you join a financial planning practicing firm.
Okay, sir. All right. Thank
You
you.
can start with any area. As I said, there are 11 different departments and areas, but you can, I would say, if, if you are own practice, then start with a financial planning practicing firm.
All right, sir. So actually, recently I got the offer from Cognizant, and the process is Google process. So like I will
Amazing.
be sitting at Google office, and over
Hmm.
there I have like they have given me the role for process executive.
Okay. So that Cognizant is an IT company, and probably you are working on IT processes, probably for a financial planning or finance industry or banking, probably.
Okay. So like, will it be good if I'll join the company as a
Probably that's
fresh?
out of my purview areas. Yeah.
All right. Okay, sir.
Kanaya, next. Kanaya, next, Sneha. Can you unmute Sneha ji?
Sneha just
you
had
can
the
unmute
word.
yourself.
Yeah, hello. Very good afternoon, Mr. Patel. I really enjoyed hearing you. I have been
Thank you.
already working with the insurance industry for the past 4.5 years, and presently holding like as a financial planner. They call us like personal financial planner. You must be very much aware of that term. This is
Super.
how I get to know about the financial planning, but that is through the insurance industry. And I still remember you told me, you just mentioned an example where you asked the fellow to join a person in mutual fund who is dealing. So presently, also I'm working as a sub broker with a person. He is MFD actually. I haven't taken my
Super.
ARN. Uh, as a sub broker has started because I want to learn how mutual fund industry work. So he
Hmm.
does all the portfolio management thing, and I does the sales thing. This is what I
Hmm.
used to do.
Hmm.
So just now, just 6 months, I've given them approximately 1 CR, and my target is to give them 10 CR so that I can have a fixed income of. I won't
Wow.
mention it, but you know it. So
Hmm.
this is my target. I want to have a fixed income approximately like one, which is
So
I wasn't able to get through insurance industry because most of the time my interest was into equity selling like
so
ULIPs.
how can I help? Sorry, I need to cut, but I think if I can address maximum questions, that will be best.
Yeah. So why I gave you my background because I want to ask because you just now mentioned the term that whether you want to a financial planner or a wealth management. So do
Hmm.
we have a different courses for that? Those like I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
very much clear like wealth management and
Yeah, yeah.
CFP how
I
the
think
both will
you
be
call up
different.
ICOF. They have multiple courses available.
So Sneha, post Viresh bhai's talk is over. I will continue with the courses part and then that would be addressed.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so
But
much.
to address the query, there are multiple courses available in your specific area of growth.
Okay.
Kanaya, next.
Ishanji, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, sir. Ishan this side. So, sir, as you mentioned that as soon as we can, put up a setup and start a team so that, we can advise people for their financial planning. I just wanted to
Hmm.
understand what are the bare minimum requirements that one has to have. Like, for example, I am a fresher, complete fresher
Hmm.
into financial domain, and I'm
Hmm.
planning to do my CFP. So after I
Hmm.
complete my CFP certification, I have in my mind that I need to start something. But
Hmm.
what are the bare minimum requirements that one need to have in their team, or as an experience that we can start pitching across to the clients that this is what we can do for you?
I think I have already shared that experience is always a very big question mark. But if you start networking with co-thought people, so once you are onboarded on the ICOF with financial planning certification, start interacting with co-members on the platform. I think you will find the right mindset people and then start immediately after your certification with the same wavelength people. Immediately you can start financial planning, of course, only if you have the 3 years working experience. So nothing else is required. Everything else, I think I have already shared pre and post. That's it. Don't wait for experiences, frankly, because experience only comes. It is as good as someone going and giving the the CV, and the interviewer asking, "आपका experience कितना है?" ठीक है. तो सर्टिफिकेशन के बाद अगर इंटरव्यूअर पूछता है एक्सपीरियंस कितना है, तो भाई मेरा पहला जॉब है, एक्सपीरियंस कहाँ से लाऊं? ठीक है. So I think don't wait for the experience. Start with the collaborative and team approach.
Kanaya, go next.
Murli ji,
Mr.
please
Murali.
go ahead.
Yeah, namaste Viresh ji. Namaste. Thanks for giving quite a lot of information.
Namaste, Murli ji.
Yeah, and basically I'm a mechanical engineer,
Amazing.
and I have started as a part-time with LIC agency since 29, almost 30 years now,
Wow.
and I am very much successful with that. Okay, I am achieving the, yeah, thank you, and I am achieving the goal of MDRT, what we call the international level. Okay, I am
Correct.
achieving that. I am very much happy with my business, and I have quite a good clients. Okay, now the thing is, when we talk, I can't talk only about the insurance. Today we need to step up to one more level, or even two more level, whatever is required. So I am sorry, I am taking little more time with you. Please excuse me for that. Now, after the insurance, that is, one is the basic level of insurance, which is a term insurance. Next, we go for savings with safe investments and long term, which will have a safe investment. Above that, I have to go for mutual funds, and above that, I have to go for equity, depending upon his asset allocation. Right? Right. So on that basis, when I am talking all these things, but I worked for I have tried for doing CFP with ICICI Security, and I am sorry to say I'm very bad in reading. Okay, it's very difficult for me to, and also to pass, I can say, frankly speaking, it's very difficult for me to pass.
Murli sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Just one line. I have
Yeah.
understood your challenge. You can call me post the meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
The solution to the problem is collaborate. You are
Okay.
expert in insurance. You look for an CFP. You look for a mutual fund. You look for stockbroker. Collaborate. Form a team. In 6
Correct.
months, you should be ready with your financial planning practice.
Right,
Don't wait
right.
for your own certification. I cannot
Okay.
tell you today anything. Okay.
Okay.
But if you
Okay.
have a team, I think you can start your own financial planning firm within 6 months. For
Okay.
financial planning services or education, I think one needs a good institute or good coach. I think ICOFP has good number of coaches and trainers. So don't just do by self-study. If you think that you by yourself are not uh, able to do or give that time, go with
Okay.
some institute like ICOFP.
See, the thing is, the terms and
You can call me post the meeting.
yeah, please give me your number. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Do you want me to look at the queries and answer one by one? Respond there?
Viresh bhai, let's answer the people who have raised hands. Let's answer
Okay.
them first, and then we'll come to the chat.
Okay.
Kanaya, let's move next.
Pratik ji, please go ahead.
Hi Vijesh, thanks for your time today for all of us who are looking for some career opportunity. I just have one question. Simply, I just want to know. See, I understand much of the insurance project. I'm from the finance and accounts background. I just want to know what is the sales skill. When it comes to the sales skill, that is something which I fails. So I'm basically in the finance background. That is something I feel कि certification तो आ जाएगा. But किसी को जाके बोलना कि यार तू मेरा माल खरीद. I love to give the financial advice to the people that you should go with term insurance, health insurance. But वो जो sales skill है is something I just want to know मतलब how with the certification also or it's with the practice you comes along. That is what my question is.
So I think you are my brother. I found my brother for another mother. I am the worst salesperson. जब LIC एजेंसी था, म्यूचुअल फंड था, कभी बेचने गया नहीं हूँ, ना ही जा पाया हूँ. So I have found a brother in you. But trust me, सेल करने को जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. There are enough people who are searching for advice. Okay. तो सेल करने को जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Only thing is you need to understand your value proposition, have the right certification, people around and start. That's it. Nothing else is required. कुछ नहीं चाहिए और.
अच्छा, ठीक है. Because people
कुछ भी
are
नहीं चाहिए.
And
there. Why certification? Exactly like you said कि वो एक बूस्ट करता है, एक कॉन्फिडेंस देता है लोगों तक पहुंचकर बात करने का, और थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस देता है. सर्टिफाइड फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग जो कोर्स है, ये थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस माइंड में सेट करता है.
ठीक है. because people are there who have the problem area. I am solving their problems. I'm
Correct.
collaborating with some CAs also. But somewhere down the time, I found out that there should be ecosystem that he could get the books ready and that he should get the wealth, everything ready. So sales skill is something I feel कि यार होता है. But thanks for your understanding.
Even I don't sell today. I'm the worst salesperson probably. मतलब मेरे prospecting में I tell client कि 70% of my client I tell that I am not the right fit for you. इतना गंदा sales पहला prospect करता हूँ.
I don't believe. I am from the Rajasthan, so I know the people. Kujju bhai are the best.
But anyways, I know कि where I fit, so value add करना है 24 घंटे में, उतना ही है मेरे पास time. So,
Yeah.
we don't require sales.
Praveen Joshi ji, please go ahead.
Namaste Viresh ji, it was a wonderful session.
Thank you, Praveen ji. Yes, please.
Mera, today I'm at 5 crores and my target is another 1 year it should be 10 and another 5 years it should be 100 crores. So that
What
is the
is
one.
this 100 crore?
AUM as a
lovely.
mutual fund
Okay.
distributor.
Okay,
So
super.
how to achieve means one way is to achieve more clients. मतलब AUM कैसे बढ़ाना है, client कैसे बढ़ाने हैं और PMS के clients को कैसे identify करना है. These are the 3 questions.
Okay. So
और
client
इसमें थोड़ा
identity
confusion भी है क्योंकि ये I am a MBA finance since 92-95, but I practice in engineering skill, 30 years experience. I motivated my wife. She is a financial distributor and I am doing the complete financial planning like wealth creation, wealth protection, including insurances. But इसको अगर इसको आगे बढ़ाना है तो मैंने सुना है कि सेबी के ये एमफी के कुछ रूल्स है कि जो एडवाइस करता है वो बेच नहीं सकता है. तो अगर मैंने CFP कुछ किया और मेरी वाइफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है तो ऐसे कुछ डाउट्स है उसमें, तो आप इसके बारे में क्लैरिफाई. हाउ
So if I am charging fees, I cannot have any commission income. That's very clear understanding.
तो
कहीं पर भी प्रोडक्ट बेचकर नहीं आना है, डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली, इवन विद इन फैमिली मेंबर्स और अनदर कंपनी. ठीक है, दैट्स अ वेरी क्लियर रेगुलेशन. फैमिली मेंबर भी नहीं होना चाहिए. कमिंग बैक टू कैसे ग्रो करूं, आइदर यू कैन ग्रो विद नंबर ऑफ क्लाइंट्स और you can add, as I said, collaborative approach is the best approach. 4 म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स मिलकर आपका 1 साल में 5 गुना हो जाएगा सर. AUM. ठीक है, और आप सब कुछ आज भी नहीं संभाल पा रहे हो. अगर सेम माइंडसेट वाले लोग हैं तो सबका एक एक प्रॉब्लम एरियाज एक दूसरे हैंडल कर लेंगे और सबका स्ट्रेंथ मिलजुल कर टीम इज समथिंग विच कैन हेल्प यू इमीडिएटली फास्टर. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, आपका 10 गुना हो सकता है 1 साल में AUM. या तो किसी फाइनेंशियल प्लानर के साथ ज्वाइन करके एग्जीक्यूशन आप खुद कर सकते हो. तो फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग एंड एग्जीक्यूशन, सो समथिंग ऑफ दोस सॉर्ट. लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग टुडे इन दिस फाइनेंशियल फील्ड एंड एडवाइजरी वर्ल्ड.
तो आप कोलैबोरेटिव के लिए सजेशन कर रहे हो जिसमें those who was giving the advice we can attach them as a distributor.
100%.
And secondly, कोई जो खाली इंश्योरेंस जो बेच रहे हैं उनके साथ में भी शायद म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए कुछ कोलैबोरेशन के साथ में with some partnership or with some
मुरली जी से मिल लीजिए. मुरली जी इज एक्सपर्ट इन इंश्योरेंस, यू आर एक्सपर्ट इन म्यूचुअल फंड. हो गया काम.
राइट. बढ़िया. नाइस सर, थैंक यू.
Kanaya next.
Puneet ji, please go ahead. Puneet Sharma ji.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, Viresh ji. This is Puneet. I just want to understand the basic difference between financial planning and wealth management. If you can just elaborate. Financial planning and wealth management. How actually both of these terms differ from each other in practical life?
Wow. So nice of you for asking this question. Wealth management is all about managing money, risk, and identifying right products and the portfolio management. Financial planning, जैसे मैंने शुरुआत किया, is connecting to the challenges and aspirations on life, the financial aspect to it. तो ये दो सिंपल सा फर्क मुझे लगता है, जो मैंने डॉक्टर एग्जांपल दिया कि दवाई अवेलेबल है, कौन सी दवाई बेस्ट सूटेबल है, वो जानने के लिए जीवन के साथ जोड़ना होता है. और ये दोनों का जो मेल जोल है इज सर्टिफाइड फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग कोर्स, और फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग एम्पावर्स यू टू एम्पावर द क्लाइंट. तो यही बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है. इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लानिंग, वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट, पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट इज ऑल अबाउट टेक्निकल्स, financial planning is more to do with technical plus more with the human behavior and the technical part on managing both of this. So investment planning, wealth management is probably 30% of the whole financial planning in simple terms.
Raghuji, please go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Patel. This is Raghu here. I'm a certified financial planner. I started my practice almost about 9 months back from Bangalore. Before that, I was working with several investment banks in the role of project management and other stuff. That
Amazing.
apart. So currently, I'm working based on the commission or the mutual fund model. I wanted to understand, say, more specifically in terms of the financial planning fees which we would be charging in case if you're moving on to the RAA model, and what is the ideal fees which we should be looking at while charging to the clients?
So purely, if you are going to thinking on RIA model, there are two models currently going on. One is fixed fee and one is AUA or AUM based fee. The regulation is very clear. Fixed fee maximum 1 lakh, and from the percentage AUA or AUM, 0.75 to 2.25. So it is well regulated and very clear.
Yeah, that is from the say, regulatory perspective, but from the practical industry as well as from the practical application perspective, what is the usual fees which is being charged by say, different financial planners? If you can throw some light around that, so that
So I cannot tell you, because as I shared one slide, which is there is not much available in the business model, because trust me, everyone is self-searching their own method.
Yeah.
Whether it is 9 months or 9 years, everyone is still self-searching. Okay. And I have I don't feel small to say that I'm self-searching and struggling. But out of this 9 years of experience, my fee range I can share. It starts with 15 to 20,000 and up to 1 lakh per year. Just because I'm sharing again, this is fixed fee only model, not fee only, not AUM, not AUA. This is fixed fee only model where कितना money लाया, कितना money को advise कर रहे, कितना manage कर रहे, does not matter at all. It is fixed fee only model. Otherwise, the range is 0.75 to or maybe even 0.5 to 2.25 of the AUA, AUM, whatever you want to call, or your approach is. Again, also that would depend upon what are you adding as services, right? Are you only mutual fund advisor? Are you equity as well? Are you insurance as well? So that will change the whole thing.
Yeah, Maninder here. Viresh ji, good evening and thanks for this session. I have two quick questions for you. One is, I am a CFP. I've just started my practice after being CFP from last 1 year or so.
Wow.
I want to know what is the importance and of going digital for increasing your awareness, and if yes, what would be the best channel to start with? And the second thing, you spoke about some 11 different departments we have to address. Can you throw some light on that? The two things which I have.
So 8 things, second question first, 8 departments which are normally available in every company: HR, marketing, accounting, all those admin. Two or three very specific. One is compliance, one is internal research, and third is internal IT team. These three probably are not the departments in another industries or aspects, but these are three very specific to purely financial advisory model, which one needs to have inside within the team. You may have with this collaborative approach or internal team, but these three departments are very important to have once you want to grow, looking forward for purely advisory team. Baki to normal in every company, every industry, that is the other 8 departments are very fixed. HR, marketing, accounting, admin, all those things are very fixed.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, understood. Now on the digital side, I mean, what is the best?
So yes, so digital के बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता, trust me. ठीक है. Out of trying and testing lot of softwares, we have now in 2020, we have given an order for our own software, and now we are ready. So it has taken about 1 year, 9 months for us. But level 1 is today ready. We are ready with our own level 1 software. Digital के बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Even today, while we are speaking, we are talking digitally. So I think digital के बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता. And the whole world is open digitally once you are ready digitally. Like I am currently managing clients in 7 different countries and plus India. So I think digital ke baghair you cannot do anything.
Okay, I got it. My question is, if I have to go digital, what are the platforms I should look at? I mean, which can give a higher ROI kind of a thing. I mean, if I have limited
we are at a
amount to
maturity
invest.
stage. We are at a stability stage where a lot of platforms are available. Only thing is what to choose will depend upon what is your approach. The second part that I said, your approach, mutual fund है, wealth management है, financial planning है, insurance है, tax है, estate planning है, सारे softwares platforms available है. What is your approach that you are starting with? Depending upon that, I think there are at least 5 platforms available, whatever approach you choose.
Okay. So
only thing is clarify what is the approach that you want to start with. Otherwise, everything is available in today's world, which was not there about 5 years or 7 years before.
Yeah,
Can I keep moving?
go ahead. Sumit ji, you can unmute.
I'm not keeping track of the time, sorry.
So, Viresh bhai, I have just 4 more questions. So I request you to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanhaiya, go on.
Sumit ji, if you are there, can you hear me?
I can see Sumit Sharma ji. Unmute,
right.
please, Sumit ji. Unmute.
Paritosh ji, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hello. हाँ, आवाज आ रही है सर?
Yes, please go ahead. म्यूट हो गए वापस.
Yes, it is unmute now, sir.
Yes, Paritosh ji.
Please go ahead.
थैंक यू वीरेश भाई. मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था कि जैसे कि एक जो पर्सन है वो एडवाइजरी और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन दोनों का काम नहीं कर सकता एज पर सेबी रूल्स, राइट सर? जैसे आपने बताया, लेकिन एक कंपनी फॉर्म करके और हम ये दोनों काम कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि दोनों अलग अलग तरह के सेगमेंट हैं. एक कॉर्पोरेट सेगमेंट है जिसको हम फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजिंग का काम करना चाहते हैं, फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग का, और एक जो इंडिविजुअल है उसको हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का काम करना चाहते हैं. तो
करेक्ट. अगर आप कॉर्पोरेट रजिस्ट्री कर रहे हो तभी विथ RIS भी. हाँ, करेक्ट
सर. तो जैसे कॉर्पोरेट हमने बनाया सर, कंपनी बनाई, उसकी नेटवर्थ भी 50 लाख एंड अबव होना चाहिए. दैट इज आल्सो वी विल डू. लेकिन उसमें ARN जो है वो एक डायरेक्टर के पास में है. देयर इज OPC, आइदर 1 पर्सन कंपनी और इट इज ए 2 डायरेक्टर कंपनी, 2 मेंबर कंपनी, जिसमें एक के पास में ARN है. तो can that company do both type of work, advisory and distribution?
I am not a regulatory expert. This is
But
something.
you have a lot of knowledge, sir. I must appreciate, and I'm thankful to you that your knowledge is really superb. So I can
I
expect.
don't know. I'm still learning, Paritosh ji, but ये regulatory aspect है जो मुझे नहीं पता. I am not the right person, frankly, because even I am guided by some compliance, some regulatory expert.
Right, sir. Sir, can you share your number, please, so that we can talk further sometime? If you don't know, yeah. What is the number?
I'm just putting on the chat box. Just message me, whosoever is calling me, just message. I don't pick up unknown calls, so just a disclaimer. एक बार message कर दीजिए नाम और reference, then please we can talk. I am available to everyone and each one of you.
Kanhaiya, go next.
Yes, Sumit ji, please go ahead.
May I?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as far as this, product distribution as well as charging fees is concerned, yes, it can be done. As far as my knowledge is, I am updated. It can be done through a corporate method, going to a corporate route instead of an individual cannot do it. It is not allowed.
Correct.
My question to Viresh ji, I saw your session, sir. I mean, I can see that when financial advisor advises journey, it faces lots of challenges, and his majority of time he is directionless. So I was directionless at a certain point of time. So I to know, sir. My question is this, because I am very much curious. You are only fee only advisor. So in the time of India being quite a price sensitive market, and that we face a lot of challenges in through competition from banks as well, through from NBFCs as well. There are private wealth management firms as well, and all these people are trying their hard to acquire clients either through IAPs or either one-on-one. What makes you what push you how do you convince the customer to pay a certain fees, and do you charge a percentage of the asset under management, or do you charge a fixed fees, and how do you convince him, or do you bring him under any sort of contract or something, or any ND?
So we have
customer
we have SLAs signed once we onboard the client, service level agreement वगैरह सब कुछ होता है. I don't do any sales activity. मुझे कोई convincing activity नहीं करनी होती है. I just sit with the client. Trust me, मैं कभी 3 मीटिंग करता हूँ at the time of prospecting. कभी client आता ही नहीं है, कभी 5 साल के बाद आता है. I just leave it at that. ठीक है, कोई सेल्स की जरूरत ही नहीं है. मेरे भाई ने एक पिछली बार बताया कि मैं बहुत वीक सेल्स पर्सन हूँ, मैं सबसे वर्स्ट सेल्स पर्सन हूँ. बट आई थिंक सेल्स की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है अगर आपने प्रॉब्लम और वैल्यू आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया है. सो आई ऑलवेज से टू एवरीवन दैट कैन आई ऐड वैल्यू टू योर लाइफ. ठीक है, अगर मुझे वो वैल्यू ऐड करने का मौका है तो ये कुछ दायरे हैं जिसमें हम काम करेंगे, और ये टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है जिसमें हम काम करेंगे. अगर हम दोनों को फिट बैठ रहा है, इट्स अ पार्टनरशिप कोलैबोरेटिव अप्रोच, दोनों को फिट बैठ रहा है, वी विल गो अहेड. ऑफ कोर्स आज जो मैं अभी बोल रहा हूँ, इट इज इजियर सेड देन डन. आई हैव डन, एज आई ऑलवेज से, आई ऑलवेज लाइक टू शेयर फेलियर स्टोरीज. कभी फोन पे बात करेंगे सुमित जी, मेरी सारी फेलियर स्टोरीज आपको समझाऊंगा. इफ यू हैव दैट पेशेंस टू हियर माय फेलियर स्टोरीज.
I'm Odisha. I don't know your name, but
my name is Ranjan Kumar Sahu. I am from Odisha, and
yes, Sahuji.
I have specialization in insurance, and I have completed my fellowship from Insurance Institute of India, fellowship in insurance. So also I'm in the line of training to insurance sectors. So I want to know that what is the difference between this CFP and a CW, Chartered Wealth Manager, and a Certified Financial Planner? Which is the best out of these two? I have background of MCOM and then MBA. So which is best for me? Either CFP, CFP, or CWM?
I think you are on the right platform. Rajesh ji will probably address this post this 5-10 minutes. I don't know.
Yes.
But Rajesh ji will approach this. But again, वो साहू जी अप्रोच के ऊपर बेस करता है. आपका अप्रोच क्या है प्रैक्टिस का? Yes, please.
And yeah, last 2 more questions. Yes.
Prashanti, please go ahead. We are paucity of time. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. You are audible.
Yeah, Viresh ji, thanks. Just one thing I wanted to ask, like there are these online platforms these days, especially young people who go and there is goal setting, they can invest in mutual funds according to their goals and targets are there. So do individual financial planners face competition from these robo kind of advisors, and how do you differentiate?
सब कंपटीशन ही कंपटीशन है अगर मानना है तो. ठीक है, आई थिंक मुझे लगता है जहाँ बाजू में सैंडविच वाला है ना, वहां पर ही सैंडविच का दुकान खोलो, क्योंकि कम से कम पता है खाने वाले को तो आ रहे हैं, भूखे लोग तो आ रहे हैं. ठीक
Yes.
है. So I think there is nothing like competition only if you know that what is that one thing that is specialized in you, and what is that one thing that you have value add for someone else to uh, take and give back. तो
Yeah.
मुझे लगता है कंपटीशन जैसा कुछ नहीं है. बैंक वाला अगर बाजू में बैठा है तो क्लाइंट का सवाल का जवाब अगर वो दे रहा है तो उसको लेके जाने दो क्लाइंट, बिकॉज देर इज सॉल्यूशन फॉर दैट क्लाइंट. ठीक है. और अगर मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं वैल्यू एड नहीं कर सकता, देन एज आई ऑलवेज से इन माय प्रोस्पेक्ट मीटिंग कि 70% ऑफ द क्लाइंट्स आई से मैं वैल्यू ऐड नहीं कर सकता हूँ. प्रॉब्ली यू वांट टू, यू आर लुकिंग फॉर समवन एल्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट मैनेजर, पोर्टफोलियो वेल्थ मैनेजर, इंश्योरेंस, एस्टेट, ऐसा कोई चाहिए आपको, लीगल लॉयर चाहिए. इस टाइम पे मैं नहीं चाहिए, तो मैं ये बोल देता हूँ.
Kanaya, next Rakesh Kumar.
Rakesh ji, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Rakesh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Rakesh.
Also, I will request you to, switch on your camera if you can.
My webcam is not working actually.
No problem, Rakesh ji. Please go ahead.
So, most of the questions which I had, actually, I had two questions. So most of them have actually been answered. The one was, I wanted to know from Mr. Viresh that are you registered with SEBI also as an RIA?
We have just applied for that.
Okay. Just applied. Because there was a confusion
Yeah.
in my mind, because as far as I understand the regulation of the SEBI, without being registered with the SEBI as a RIA, we cannot charge fee.
Correct.
Since you are a fixed fee only advisor,
Correct.
so you must be registered.
So I am sure you know that there is this thing which is the whole regulation has come as a stable regulations just last year. अभी एक
Yes.
साल भी नहीं हुआ है उसको. ठीक है.
Started in October only. Yeah.
करेक्ट. तो एक साल भी नहीं हुआ है और अप्लाई वो पूरा हुआ है इस अप्रैल से. सो उसका पेपर अप्रैल में आया. वी स्टडीड एंड जस्ट recently about 10 days back we have applied for it.
Rajesh sir.
Kanaya, we have just one more last question. Ayush Chabra. He has been trying to unmute himself. He is unable to unmute. Just allow him once. That's all. Ayush Chabra.
Ayush.
Hello, thank you, Rakesh sir, for listening to me. I was not able to unmute myself. Am I
No worries.
audible?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. So, hello, sir. This is Ayush here. I'm currently a final year student of banking and finance. So I know it is a like a little too early for me to get in these things, but I guess I am at the right stage of asking the question. So I'm as a final year student, I have been learning about, you can see, the stock market itself. I have organized a webinar on my own self about teaching some of my colleagues, or you can say some of my colleagues, you can say them, batchmates, about stock market itself. And I've been investing around 2 to 5,000 around a month itself in the stock market. So right, yeah. And so I just wanted to ask you that is going forward for an MBA or an MIM course benefited, or going for a job and getting more experience in the field would be a more you can say the right option?
Go for both the things. Have a course as well as the working experience. I think out of my 22 years of education, I have learned one thing, that always learn something which we can apply on the ground immediately. So दोनों चीज साथ में करना better है. So I think अगर CFP course कर रहे हैं, then immediately go do an internship with some financial planning practice. अगर portfolio management का course कर रहे हैं, join Motilal Oswal or some other companies which offer you internship for portfolio management learning.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
it helps. Then you are coming back to the class with the right kind of question for the application. So that always helps.
Yes, sir.
और एक लाइन ऐड करना चाहूंगा आयुष जी. आई एम मेंटरिंग करंटली 21-year-old किड जो 12वीं पास है और जिसने CFP सर्टिफिकेशन अभी ज्वाइन करना है. ठीक है. सो 12वीं पास है बट ही फर्स्ट कि मुझे यही करना है. तो आई एम मेंटरिंग करंटली दैट पर्सन. तो एज या ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. The only one thing that has helped me in this all failure journey is that I have want to provide direction to all my clients and the whole world. ठीक है, क्योंकि मैं डायरेक्शनलेस था करीबन 27-30 साल तक मेरी लाइफ में. मुझे चाहिए क्या मैं डायरेक्शन प्रोवाइड कर सकता हूँ थ्रू फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग लाइफ का. सो यही एक चीज है जो मैंने शुरू किया. एंड इफ यू नो दैट वन थिंग, आई थिंक एज इज नो बार.
So Viresh bhai, with that we come to the end of the Q&A, and I am pretty sure today's session added a lot of value to our participants. They got a lot of information from you and some wonderful advice, wonderful piece of advice as well. So once again, thank you.
I hope I have added value to all the participants this time invested. And thank you, Rajesh ji, the whole ICOF team, and best wishes to each and every attendant. Start your dream journey as fast as possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Viresh bhai, for being here today.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I can now log out, right? Rajesh?
Yeah, please.
Thank you. So nice, sir.
Perfect. So, gentlemen, as promised, we move to the next part where we talk more about the CFP program and other programs. You were having queries about CFP versus CWM, the banking, and what next, like Ayush was asking. So all those queries related to program, certification, your career path, your entire journey, that gets answered in the this second part now. So good to begin. So the conversation the kind of program that I'm going to talk about is CFP, Certified Financial Planner. So CFP is world's topmost certification program in personal finance and investment planning, investment management. World's topmost program. It is rated as a gold standard program. So moving ahead, to start with, I will just talk about a bit about what makes CFP so unique. So the first thing first, CFP is a globally recognized program with a recognition in 27 countries across the world. As I said earlier also, it's a gold standard program. It's a highly rated program. The way the program is structured is very unique. It's a 4-in-1 certification program, meaning to say within one single program, you get 4 international certifications. That makes it really unique because it is world's only 4-in-1 program. Okay, it's a program which, by virtue of its design and curriculum pattern, it is ideal for students, working professionals, IFAs, anybody and everybody, MFDs, insurance advisors, for everybody. So the curriculum is highly focused on personal finance and wealth management, investment planning, that area. That's the reason why it is highly demanded. It will not have any other aspect. So when you study this program, you turn out to be an expert into financial planning and personal finance and wealth management area. The best part is it's a short-term program, meaning to say it takes roughly around 8 to 10 months if you do a weekend course. If you do a weekday course, then it takes roughly around 6 months for you to study the whole program. And then you can appear at the exam at your own pace, and you can wrap it up within a year's time, or 6 to 12 months, anywhere between 6 to 12 months, depending on what pace you have. So it's a very fast-paced program that kind of expedites your journey. So moving to the program curriculum, as I said, CFP is a 4-in-1 program. So it has 4 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. So level 1 is investment planning specialist. That's also abbreviated as IPS, investment planning specialist. So as the name suggests, level 1 primarily focuses on investment planning. Okay, it has 3 modules. It has further 3 modules in it. One is the personal financial management. Second is investment planning and asset management. And third is regulatory environment, which is more of investment laws, the laws around investments, something like SEBI Act, the RBI Act, the Anti-Money Laundering Act, etc., insurance laws, everything you want to study in regulatory environment. So that's what makes level 1. And then you move to level 2. Level 2 is retirement and tax focus. It is called retirement and tax planning specialist. The 2 modules, retirement planning, which is more of the financial planning that you study there, and then tax planning, the whole of tax planning, right from the Indian tax to the global taxation framework. Everything gets covered in that tax planning part. Then you move to level 3, which is risk and estate planning. Again, 2 modules here, risk management and insurance is the first one, and then estate planning comes to the third one. Now, level 1, 2, 3, the beauty of the program is level 1, 2, 3 can be attended and done and appeared in any order. So for that matter, we had some participants today who happen to be insurance experts who say that I have been in the insurance industry for 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. So for them, they did not take level 1 first or level 2 first or level 3 first. If they wish, if they say that no, level 3 is going to be easier to me because I have spent already 10 years in the industry, I know insurance like anything. So they can take a shot at level 3 first, and then level 1, level 2 they can do later. So 1, 2, 3 can be done in any order. The level 4, the final level, that can be done only when you complete 1, 2, and 3, all of them. Yeah, so that's a very unique feature of the program. So level 4, once. So level 4 is called IFP, Integrated Financial Planning, or CFP Final. Again, you have 3 modules to study: financial planning process, engaging clients, and developing financial plans. But other than these modules, what makes the CFP Final very unique and very kind of rich in this structure is the final level involves a project. So Financial Planning Standards Board, FPSB, gives you a live project to do. You have got to do a project, make a live financial plan, submit the project to FPSB USA. They assess your project, and then based on that assessment, you are allowed to appear at the exam. So meaning to say, it is a very practical program. It doesn't end like a typical theoretical and MBA program where you kind of study and appear at exams. 1, 2, 3 may sound to be theoretical. Level 4 is where all of this amalgamate together and then gives it a very practical shape. So that's the first part, the project. The second part is case studies. The way the exam is done, you will be given a case study in the exam, and based on that real life case study, you have to answer questions. So again, a very practical element in it. So the whole program is not only theory, it's a beautiful combination of theory and practical in a right balanced manner. So yes, of course, as you go on level by level, you have to take certain exams. Only then you kind of claim you get your certificates. So level 1, 2, and 3, these exams are the similar format in nature. All the exams are online. The examinations are conducted online in a very secured examination platform that the FPSB gives you. And it's a 2-hour exam, 75 questions, 75 marks, no negative marking at all. All questions are MCQs. The passing score, we say, is approx 60%. The passing score is not decided initially. The passing score is not declared initially. Every exam, when it happens, the passing score is arrived at based on the averaging and the kind of the attribution that takes place at the back end. So it's a very scientific process that happens, and based on that approach, they arrive at the passing score every month. But typically, with our experience, we have seen that the passing score varies somewhere between 50 to 60%, 50 to 55%. So to be on a safer side, we say 60% is a good enough to hit. So meaning to say, out of 75 questions, you have to mark 45 correct minimum. Because anyways, there is no negative marking. So 45 correct means you are through with that exam, through with that level. So that's about level 1, 2, and 3. Level 4 is slightly different. Level 4 is done in a way that it remains an online exam, but it's a 3-hour exam now. Secondly, it's not 75 questions. It's only 50 questions that you have to answer. Again, it's not 75 marks. It's 100 marks that you will be having for your level 4 exam. The questions remain MCQs. There is no negative marking, but the questions will be based on a case study. 25 questions will be based on case study, and each of these questions will carry 3 marks. 25 questions will be normal from the modules, which will have 1 mark. So that way, you will have a balance of practical as well as the concepts that you want to study during the program. When you pass all these exams, when you go on clearing the levels, at the completion of each level, you get awarded with an international certification by FPSB USA. The certifications look like this. When you complete your level 1, you are called FPSB Registered Investment Specialist, Investment Planning Specialist, and you get that certificate from FPSB USA. So that goes on with each of the levels. 1, 2, 3 you complete, you get specialist certificates. And when you complete the final one, you get the final CFP membership or final CFP certificate. So that's the certification for you. So by the time you wrap up the program, you have 4 certifications, 4 international certifications added to your resume, added to your credibility. Coming to the program fee. So CFP, when you study, there are 2 things involved. One is the board, the fees that you pay to the FPSB board for examination, for registration, etc. Second is the fee that you pay to us, to ICOFP, for studying the program, because we're going to teach the program to you. So one is the study fee, the other is the board fee. So talking about the board fees first. So how the entire fee plan is structured, you don't need to pay the fee in one go. You pay the fee one by one as you move across the levels. For level 1, you pay the fee first. For level 2, you pay the fee next. So that way it moves on level by level. So each of these levels have 2 fees. The first is a content fee. FPSB has made it mandatory that you have to sign up, you have to subscribe for their content. They give you some online content, You can't save that, you can't download that. Some online content for you to read. Okay, they give you. Though you will not need that if you study with us, because we're going to give you the physical books, the printed books, the workbooks, lot of other stuff, which is far more comprehensive than what you get at FPSB end. So, but it is mandatory, so you will have to subscribe. So FPSB content fee, you have to pay $60, and then examination fee $61. This you have to pay level-wise level. So level 1 first, then when you go to level 2, you will pay for level 2. When you go to level 3, you will pay for level 3. So 1, 2, and 3, you pay one by one. Once you complete 1, 2, and 3, you move to level 4, where you pay again these 2 fees, where content fee is double of it. So not 60, it is 120. Examination fee is again double of it, not 61, it is 122. So that's the level-wise fee structure. These are paid level-wise. So that means the payment would happen staggered over a period of roughly around 8 to 10 months or 12 months. But there are certain common fees that you have to pay, which is applicable to the whole program, not to each level. So the common fees are, one is the registration fee. When you register with FPSB, the first fee that you pay is $165. $165, which is valid for 1 year and which is valid for all the levels. Not that for each level you have to register separately, all the levels. Okay. And when I say valid for 1 year, within 1 year, even if you clear one of the levels, then the next year you will not need to register, because then you will get your specialist certification. The specialist certification fee is $100, which is valid for all 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3, all 3 specialist certification. You will not need to pay 100 for each. It is 100 combined for all 3. $100 you pay, you get 3 international certifications. Okay. And then once you complete your final CFP, you pass the level 4, you get your CFP charter, your final CFP membership. And for that, you pay $120 as the fee. So that's the whole fee structure. If you sum it up, it will come to somewhere around $990 or some 70,000 rupees, whatever. So that's the overall fee structure that you pay to FPSB USA, the board, not to us, FPSB USA board. Now comes to study fee. When you come and study with us, what you pay to us. Yeah. So when you study with us, what the fee that you want to pay is for level 1, you pay. So for each of the fee, if you see there carefully, we have written 2 fee amounts. One is VL, the other is EL. So VL is nothing but virtual learning. So virtual learning is a live instructor-led learning. So an instructor, a faculty would be teaching you live every weekend or every weekday, depending on what class you choose. But he will be teaching you live like this. Because it's a webinar, so all of you are on mute, but in the class, all of you are on mute and you talk one-on-one and the live class is done. So that's a live class, online live class. EL is not a live class, it's a pre-recorded class. The recording by the same faculty has been done earlier in a studio and that's shared with you. Yeah, so that's a very different approach. E-learning is for somebody who is more of a kind of a self-learning person who feels that, okay, I can go through it and I can learn it on my own. Virtual is for people who want to actually spend some time learning and master the concepts. So that's the VL, EL part. So you can join level-wise, level 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can join us level-wise wherever you want. That's one way to join. Or if you say, no, I want to join the whole of this together, then as like any other product or any other program, if you join as a whole, then it saves your cost a lot. The fee gets discounted because of the bunching thing. So virtual live classes, if you join, the fee is 55,000, but if you join as a whole, then it comes to 37,500 only. For e-learning, the pre-recorded thing, the cost is 40,000, but if you join as a whole, then it comes to 27,500 only. So that's the fee that you pay to ICOFP to teach you the CFP program, to give you all the learning materials. The learning materials will comprise of your books, your workbooks, your assignments, your projects, your recordings of all the classes, your doubt clearing sessions, exam preparation sessions, everything. Okay. So here are a few things why you study at ICFP. What makes ICFP probably the best learning platform for you when it comes to CFP? So you have the choice of live and pre-recorded classes. Okay, you have a live class like this or a pre-recorded class. Choice is yours. We are happy offering both. You have the choice of weekend and weekdays. If you want to study on weekdays, that is all the 5 days, Monday to Friday. So we have weekday classes Monday to Friday, 7 to 9. Convenient evening classes for weekdays as well. So you can join on the weekdays. The advantage is if you join on weekdays, you have 2 hours every day. So that means in a week, we teach you 10 hours. So in a month, we teach you 40 hours. So we teach you more. So this pace is faster. You wrap up the program faster. In weekends, we teach you 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. Saturday late evening, Sunday first half of the day. So we teach you 4 hours, 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. So that means 4 hours on 1 week. So that means 16 hours in a week, in a month. So meaning to say here, the pace will be slower as compared to weekdays. So weekdays, again, if you can manage the time in the evening, you can join weekdays. Students can join weekdays. Working professionals who find a challenge even in the evening, they can join weekends comfortably. So choice is yours. Then moving next, you have comprehensive books written by our faculty, our experts. The books are printed and the books are given in ebooks format as well. So your choice, you study both ways. Then you have module-wise workbooks, and workbooks will come with 500 to 800 questions per module. Now imagine I was telling you that FPSB will give you some online content, but those content will have what? In each module will have 30, 40 odd questions at the max. Now 30 questions to practice you get from FPSB. My workbooks give you 800, 900 questions to practice. The idea is to make you practice more so that you are better prepared for the exam. You kind of evaluate your learning better. Yeah, so that's where the focus lies, giving you the best content to learn. Even before you take the exam, we give you 2 mock tests in your learning, in your ICFP learning offering. So you kind of take the exam yourself so that you assess yourself that what is the speed that you are handling, how are you able to appear at the exam. So it's a mock exam that is designed to test your preparation for the exam. As I said, all classes are recorded. The recordings are shared with you. So you can review the video, revise the concepts as many times as you wish. You get mentors and coaches who are going to teach you live. The coaches, again, would be all practicing CFPs, CAs, doctorates, PhDs, MBAs. So people with tons of experience in financial planning world, they will be coming and teaching you live. The project guidance, the personalized tech support, again, a very important factor. As I said, exam happens online. So FPSB will give you an examination platform where the examination happens. Now, examination platform happens to be a little tricky. For that, we again offer you personalized tech support. Our tech support team helps you run the examination platform in your system, guides you as how to appear the exam, how to run the software. If you face any difficulty, they even go to the extent that they take your system on remote and install the software for you. So the whole tech support is also given. Where ICFP has an edge, when I say we offer the India's most comprehensive study materials, you can just note down the elements that we offer, compare it with anybody else, and we beat them hands down. So India's most comprehensive study materials at CFP are available at ICOFP. ICOFP is privileged to be India's first and largest CFP education provider. I am pretty proud of saying this, that this program was brought to India by us. So we have been undisputed leaders in the CFP education since 2002. That's where we have our expertise in. We have the most experienced and qualified faculties. A lot of the faculties at other CFP education providers, are the one who have actually studied with us. So that's our expertise. You have CAs, CFAs, PhDs, CFPs, all these guys coming and teaching you live. So the program director for CFP at ICOFP, she herself, Madhu Sinha, she herself is the former director of FPSB India Board. Now imagine former director of FPSB India Board herself coming and teaching you live in the class. So that's the kind of the stellar faculties that we have to teach you. We also boast of the highest number of passing percentages, and we have even touched 100% passing rate. It's not that I am claiming. You go to my LinkedIn profile, you check that, you know, FPSB India CEO Rajesh Krishnamurthy coming and congratulating me on achieving 100% passing rate as well. So that's our track record. We have been pretty consistent over the last 19 years in terms of passing percentage. We have clocked 80%, 80 to 83% passing percentage month on month, and we have even touched 100%. We have most notable names. I'll come to the notable names at the end. Yeah, so CFP alumni, I am happy to say that when you talk about CFP program, it's not that just this finance professionals come and do. The program attracts everybody. And when I say everybody, I will just give you a glimpse of some names who have come to study CFP and look at where they are. I am also happy to say they all happen to be, all these big names that you see happen to be ICOFP alumni. So we have had the privilege of teaching them for their CFP program. So when it comes to independent practitioners, the financial advisors or the financial planners, the people who are the top-notch financial planners in the country today, people like Gaurav Machruwala, Silpi Johari, Bhuvna Sriram, Dilshad Billi Moria, Suresh Sadagopan, Lovai Navlaki, all of them have been ICOFP alumni for CFP program. That's where we bring our strength in. India's topmost financial advisors were born at ICOFP. That's what we say. Then you have people in corporate careers. So if you see the numbers narrowing down, it's only due to design constraint that we have this narrow down approach. Don't look at the numbers in the way that, okay, now the numbers have reduced. It's not reduced. In fact, that's just a few selected names. So corporate careers, if you see, again, you have some of these again, I have kept here. Some of these are the topmost positions sitting in the corporate world. Jayant Pai, head of Parag Parikh Mutual Fund Products. You have Nitin, head of Karvi Wealth Management. You have Silpi, Shalini is the senior partner within Gentis Financial Planner at Delhi. You have Sumit is associate director of private banking at IDFC. You have Aditi. So all these people, she works with CRISIL. All these people have went on to work with some of the big names in the financial world. So if you are looking for setting up your practice, this program is right. If you are looking to set up in your venture into a corporate career, work into the BFSI domain, this program is right. If you are looking for a global stage, if you are looking to kind of build your career in the financial planning or wealth management or advisory space outside India, even then it's right. How? Again, I have some of the best names here. So Sonia happens to be our alumni. Sonia is currently, Sonia was earlier working with Ameriprise. Now she works in Australia. She works with an Australian company. She's based out of Australia. And all these names whom you see here, Lavanya, you see Gautam, you see Rajneesh. Rajneesh is in Canada. He works with Toronto Dominion Bank. So all these guys, Gautam again works in California, British Columbia. So again, Canada. And Lavanya works in UAE. So all these people who have gone on to be wealth managers or financial planners in the country outside have proven that the program, when it is recognized in 27 countries, allows you to explore careers outside India as well. Then you have entrepreneurs, people who have gone on to set up their own businesses, unique businesses they have set up on their own. So you have Aditi Khandelwal. Aditi is a very famous YouTuber. She makes YouTube videos, small video snippets on financial planning, wealth management, financial advisory and all that. Very unique career that she has chosen depending on the time, the era that she is in. So it's her way of developing her business and she has been extremely successful. Sadiq has set up a firm called Network FP, which is again a network of the financial planners. Sadiq happens to be our alumni from the Mumbai campus. Nupur happens to be from Ahmedabad. She has again studied for CFP program with the C is again a YouTuber. She is somebody who has focused more on teaching finance to women, and that to YouTube, through YouTube, through blogging. So different career options, very unique career options that people are actually exploring. And then you're very unconventional. The people who do not have anything to do with finance have come to study CFP and have kind of changed the game. So Monica Hallan, probably everybody knows today. She is a very famous author. She's a journalist as well. Let's Talk Money is her book. She's a very famous journalist. She has studied CFP program with us. And then you have the Colonel coming to study with us. Not that only one Colonel. I mean, I'm proud to say that our batches, each of the batches normally have one or two army men, the ex army men coming and studying as well. So very unconventional career options also people come and explore. And last but not the least, not many of the CFP alumni, CFP people go on to become CFP coaches in the future. They say that, okay, now I have learned, I'll go and teach somebody else. So in that, I am happy to share the name of our own Hitesh Thakral. Hitesh happens to be a faculty also with us. He has studied with us and he happens to be a faculty with us. He is a chartered accountant in a CFP and he is an ex-KPMG and Goldman Sachs. Now imagine somebody who is a chartered accountant, a CFP, worked with KPMG and Goldman Sachs, brings more than 10 years of hardcore, 10, 12 years of hardcore accounting and taxation experience. Somebody coming from KPMG and Goldman Sachs and teaching you live in the class. So that's the kind of a stellar faculty background that we have. So these are the career options which open for you when you actually go on to do CFP. The question is, are you ready? Are you set up? Are you all set to walk that path to take CFP as a career option? So if yes, we have a very special offer for you today. And when I am saying today, it's only for today. The offer is there only for today for one reason. Why? Because tomorrow we have our new batch starting. So September 11, we have our new CFP batch for September month starting. So every month we start at 1 or 2 batches. We have a new batch starting tomorrow. So if you want to join your batch tomorrow, as Viresh was also emphasizing, there is no tomorrow. Start learning and start learning now. So if you want to start learning now, if you want to change the game today, join us today. If you join us today, you're going to save a lot of money in terms of saving the fee, not only fee of ICOFP, rather we will also save your fees that you will pay to FPSB in terms of giving you a discount voucher that will save your FPSB cost, will bring down your FPSB cost by $150, which is around 10,000 rupees. So this is how the offer goes. So if you join us today, we will give you discount codes which will be valid on FPSB content fee. So you remember level by level, I was saying that you have to pay certain fees, $60 for 1, 2, 3, and $120 for level 4. So all of this, if you sum, is $300. But if you join us today, we will give you discount vouchers which you can apply and it will bring your fee down to $150 only. So you will save up $150, which means around 12,000 rupees. The next is, not that if you join today, you have to pay all the fee today. You can go for easy student loan options, wherein you pay just the 10% of the amount today, just the 10% of the fee today. The balance comes in 6 easy EMIs. We have a student loan arrangements available. My team will be able to kind of help you with the documentation, and the documentation and everything happens online. Hassle-free, absolutely. Paperless, no signing required. It's all online. You get your student loan approved and your studies begin. So as I said, it's a 0% interest, 0% student loan available. The only thing is there is a bit of processing charge that the NBFC will charge you some 1,000 rupees or something, but the interest will not be there. Okay. And last but not the least, if you join us today, you also get discount on ICOFP fees. ICOFP fee for virtual was 37,500 as the bundle, as the package. But if you join today, you pay only 32,500, meaning to say you save 5,000 rupees additionally here. Similarly, if you join for e-learning, the bundle fee was 27,500. But if you join today, you pay only 22,500. Again, you save 5,000 rupees here. So 12,000 rupees you saved in terms of FPSB fees, 5,000 rupees you are saving in terms of ICOFP fees. So net, if you are joining today, you're gonna save 17,000 rupees if you join today. That's the idea. And then the best part is you start tomorrow itself. So it's not waiting. Tomorrow 11 o'clock we have the orientation, and I would love to see many of you tomorrow in the orientation. I will be coming live in the orientation tomorrow. I will love to see many of you tomorrow as well. So that's about it. If you are excited about it, if you really love the talk, if you are kind of ready to take your career to the next level, join us. These are the coordinates written. You have our number, you have the website. I'll request my team, Kanaya, if you can type the number in the chat box also. You can take a screenshot, participants, call us on the number. My team is there to help you out, and they will guide you through the whole enrollment process. Okay, I have a few questions in the chat, so let me take them one by one. Can you share your mail ID? Okay, Kanaya, can you type my email ID in the chat box? Excellent presentation, Viresh sir. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, what is expiry? Okay, what is expiry means on certificate? Okay, so expiry, Pratik, the expiry on the certificate means here. So CFP is a program which is a charter program. So any charter program for that matter requires renewal. So when you do CA also, you have to pay annual membership fee. Okay, so next year I have to pay as a chartered accountant. Next year I have to pay my annual membership fee to the institute, CA institute. So similarly, here also in CFP, you are supposed to be paying a next year renewal fee, which is $110. You have to pay next year. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, approximately 60% of the CFPs do not go on to pay that fee. They do not go on to renew. The reason being, the CFPs who go on to work in the corporate world do not actually require it. But as a CFP, if you are practicing, you must be renewing it. Though our advice is that you should always renew it. Okay, so hope that is answered. We have particular apps which helps to pay, manage taxes. Yes, there are a lot many tax. So if you are excited about tax, Prabjot, then stay tuned. Hitesh, the guy that I was talking about, Hitesh Thakral, who is our faculty, he is going to do a workshop on taxation for financial advisors. Join that, he will be talking more about taxation. Okay, what is the overall course fee? I have explained the fee. No, the fee is 27,500. It's not 22,500. Okay, this is a lump sum amount. Yes. So Kanaya has explained you well. That is a lump sum amount. Lump sum is when you pay the whole fee on the same day. Whereas when I am saying you are not paying the whole fee on the same day. You are going for a student loan option, so it comes in breaks. Okay. Iktadar, no, I am not trying to use a sales technique of fear of missing out. Not at all. You can leave it. Don't worry. I am happy you don't register. I mean, it's just that I am presenting this thing to you. You see, majority of the discount, the FPSB discount is what is not my fee. It's going to apply on somebody else's fee. FPSB will not allow me to give the discounts every day. So that's the reason why I'm saying that this is going to happen. Rest all, my fee, I can tomorrow also, if you come, I can probably give you 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees discount. But FPSB fee discount, I can't bring you every day. That's not my property, right? Okay. Okay, thanks. EMI. Okay, can you get, Prashant is asking for EMI module details. So Krishan, just make a note of his name. If you can call Prashant and explain him about the EMI mod thing.
Sure, sir.
Electrical engineer. So Ivaturi Shiva, yes, we have engineers, we have doctors also. So you will be surprised if you join our batch tomorrow. You will have a doctor, Dr. Anant Madan. And he's an MBBS doctor, by the way, not a PhD or not an Ayurvedic doctor, an MBBS, practicing MBBS doctor coming and doing CFP program. So people come for different reasons, right? So people come for different reasons. Now, coming to your case, so engineers coming into finance is probably has always been a killer combination, because by virtue of your engineering trade, you carry a lot of analytical bent of mind, and that helps you to get expertise, build expertise in finance as well. So yes, it's a wonderful combination for you. Pankaj Varshney, can you extend the offer? No, because as I said, the discount is applicable to FPSB's fees, not on my fees, right? So FPSB will not allow me to give the discount code later on. So that's the reason. Had it been my fees, I would have given you. The FPSB fees are not paid to me. When you join the program, you will pay directly online in dollars to FPSB USA website, not to me, right? But only the discount code that I give you, if you apply, it will reduce your fee. Sushil Tripathi ji, thank you, will be joining. So Krishan, you can connect with Sushil ji, can help him. Savarmal. So both the courses, weekdays, weekend, absolutely your choice, Savarmal ji. The idea is, we say that typically you should be able to spend roughly around 10 hours in a week. 10 hours in a week means what? Roughly around 1.5 hours per day. If you are able to spend that much, you will sail through the whole program quickly within a year, 8 to 10 months. That's the kind of time frame that you should look at. Yeah, so I've answered how much time it will take. We have to pay exam fee in one go. No fee is supposed to be paid in one go. The first time you pay registration fee plus level 1 fee. Then next time you pay level 2 fee, then level 3 fee. Level 1 fee also, you do not pay the content and exam in one go. You pay only content first. Then exam, you pay only when you book your exam. Then you move to level 2. Again, you pay only level 2 content. Then you book your level 2 exam, you pay level 2 exam. So that way the fee is paid in a staggered manner, making it absolutely easy for you, the FPSB fees. Iqtadar, thanks for the compliment, but trust me, it's not a pitch that I'm making. Because trust me, if I make a pitch, I'll force you to join. So work experience criteria for certification. Good question, Puneet. So CFP, when you complete your CFP program, the CFP, before you get the CFP certification, you have 2 requirements to meet. One, you should be a graduate. When you join the program, even if you are 12th, you can join the program. But when you get the CFP charter, the final membership, you need to be a graduate. That's one. And two, you have to have a 3 years of experience in the financial industry. If you do not have 3 years of experience in the financial industry, then you will have to do 1 year of articleship, 1 year of supervised articleship or training under a practicing CFP. That again, we facilitate you, because as I said, the faculties who are going to teach you are all practicing CFPs. So we will map you to one of the faculties so that you can complete your internship under them, and then you get your certification. If we opt for any one level to start with, level 1, what is the discount of it? So if you go for level wise, there is no discount. The discount is only when it is packaged together. I'll surely register. Iqtadar, most welcome, Iqtadar, and I will love to see you in the batch tomorrow. Tomorrow, 11. Thanks, we'll decide later. Is there any installment? Yes, there are installments available. You talk to Krishan. Krishan, just take note of, I mean, I can't see your name. You are writing EC0C229A. If you can write your name, my team will take note of your name and they will tell you about the installment thing. We have to pay 10% of this. Yes, 10% of 32,500. That's 3250 is what you have to pay for virtual learning, and 2250 for e-learning. Rest all student loan. So Krishan, please help Deepak Kumar as well. What if somebody transitioning from old curriculum to new curriculum already free? Yes. So the transition is something which requires a personalized talk. Why? Because we need to understand what all modules you have cleared earlier, and then accordingly we will map it to the new curriculum, and we will see, so the transition, what it allows you, which exam you fit in, right? So again, Krishan, just take a note of Anand, Mr. Anand, call him, check with him what are what is his passing stage as of now, guide him about the transition thing.
Sure, sir.
Ivaturi, yes, you can start one module and start a practice as well. So if in that case, if you are going module wise, choose level 1, I would say, Iva, because Iva, the level 1 is called investment planning specialist, and it allows you to practice for investment area. Okay, you can't be doing a tax advisory, you can't be doing a retirement advisory, you can't be doing insurance or estate planning advisory, but you can be doing the investment planning advisory. So start with that then, in that case. Can we study? Pankaj is asking, can we study on our own and also write FPSB exam? Yes, Pankaj, the self-study route is open. But as I said, FPSB allows you only the online books, the e-books. You can't save, you can't download. Now, how are you going to study? There is no study material, no videos, no audios. The books are also online, no physical books, no workbooks, no practice questions, no mock questions, no lectures, no experts. If you can manage all, because without all of this, fair enough. You see, what I'm trying to tell you is, for examination, for certification, you anyways are going to pay 70,000 odd rupees. If you study with us, we are anyways going to reduce your FPSB fee by 12,000 rupees. So the extra 15,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees that you pay to ICOFP, for that, the value that we bring is immense. The learning that we bring is immense. The mentorship, the coaching, the assistance that we bring is immense. Abhishek, discount I've already explained. You can connect with my team. What will be the timings in weekdays? Weekdays are 7 to 9 every day, 7 to 9 Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And in weekends, it is late evening on weekends, Saturday, and first half on Sunday. Savarmal, what if I failed? What is next? So what if you fail in any exam, you can take the exam again. There is no constraint at all. You can take the exam again. You can give it a shot. Yeah. Vinodji, I understand only today to complete all the procedure is too short, but the procedure is just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. A small registration form, and you end up paying, and the amount is 3,250. So the amount is also very negligible. So the procedure is very fast, very quick, and we have our team to assist you. So don't worry. Vinod Patel. Krishan, you can take note of this name and you can call him, please.
Sure, sir.
You can join after 12th. Yes, your question is, you can join after 12th. As Viresh Bhai was also saying, he's mentoring somebody who has just passed 12th. So you, in your batch also, you will have students who are 12th, who are undergraduates, they are studying. So it is on you, how early you want to start. It is possible that I join your program only after completing, if I register with the board and clear all the levels at the same time. I couldn't understand your question, Prashant. Is it possible that I join your program only after completing it if I can register with the board? Okay, so you mean to say study with me and then you register with the board? Yes, you can do that. You complete the whole program with me, then you go and register with the board. No worries at all. Prashant, I am happy even teaching you twice if the need be, right? So as an institution, we carry the responsibility of teaching you, helping you, coaching you, guiding you, and preparing you for the exam. Right? Rest all, yes, as I said, I need 1.5 hours from you every day so that we can kind of get you prepared for the whole program. Prateek, I am surely, but sometime thanks for arrangement for articleship. Okay, Krishan, you can talk to Prateek, can help him. Vinod. Yeah, you can. Prabjot,
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt you, sir. We have this on the same panel. We have the class scheduled.
Okay. So, guys, I'm sorry I have been interrupted by my team because on the same Zoom panel, we have a class, a CFP class going to happen in another 10-12 minutes, and they have to ready the classes to log in. So I will have to excuse. But then if you have your queries which have not been answered, please call on this number. My team is there to help. If you want to talk to me, feel free to ask them. They will give you my number as well, and feel free to call me anytime, any day. We will be more than happy answering your question. We will be more than happy helping you on your career journey. So that's all from my side. I thank you all for joining us today, and thank you my team as well for being here today.
Thank you so much.
So Kanaya, can we sign off?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So again, thank you so much. Bye-bye.